Hello! We're on the floor again, which can mean that we've only got something that's a bit big and a bit weird and a bit not suitable for the table because of the size of it.
And now you don't have to stare at my face because I'm out of the camera. Yay!
Let's not do that again. You're also near Pidge's cage, so you'll hear him cooing. Hello everybody, I'm Ekron, and I've been on eBay. Can you tell? You probably can because I've got a big box. The other side has my address on it, so we're not going to be doing that. Shall we have a look? And it's not the standard stuff. Well, it is the standard stuff. It's not the standard Matchbox stuff I buy. It's not a bunch of toy cars. This one is a bit different, and I brought it on a whim, having seen it on eBay, and thought, I want that. Now let's just quickly get shot of my address. Right, conveniently I can see this is the side that we wanted to open. But today we are going to be looking at, and if you've read the description you already know this, but if you didn't, ha 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 ha, we are looking at Matchbox bloody trains, because I had no idea electrified versions of these existed. So I went on eBay and I brought them. And if you can't tell, I haven't actually looked at it at all. So I'm actually going to look at it now. So we have a train set with Matchbox Railways. Trains that go everywhere. This seems to be a bit of a sort of all roads lead to Hot Wheels Matchboxville, or trains go everywhere. And we've got it's motorised. That's the main reason I picked it up. I know there are other train sets that are not motorised. This one is, and it cost me a pretty penny. It's probably the most expensive thing that we've looked at in general, because, yeah, and even then it was sort of cheap for the going price. So, straight up to the camera. There we go, you can see the set in the bottom right there at the moment. It appears to be an oval with a couple of tracks. There's quite a lot of lovely instructions in the background, which I'm going to look at, and it looks a lot more complicated than I gave it credit for, so I'm sort of looking forward to messing around with this. I'm looking at the back, I'm not even showing you. But yeah, it is fully branded Matchbox. Don't have a clue what the year is. TN50, we'll have a look at that. Batteries not included. Batteries not included. Always use alkaline batteries. Requires one MN2400L. Oh, it's AAA. Oh, damn. Oh, damn, I got double A's actually. Do we have a AAA available? I find it hard to believe I don't have a AAA in this house somewhere. But that does mean we're going to have to jump cut when it comes to actually putting the battery in. Whoops. Well, let's carry on what we're doing. We can look directly Here are our trains. There is a train, there is a carriage, and there's a cargo container, and a bridge for some reason. Right, let's turn it around and have a look at the features on the back, shall we? So starting here, totally portable panel system, easily assembled in seconds. So it is made up of panels. The box I said is larger than I expected. Looks like it's just a simple clip system. That's fair enough. What does this say? Dual-speed battery-powered locomotive. So, it's a locomotive, and if you press it to the left and the right, it has a faster and slower mode. That's fine. I never saw these as a kid instantly. I never even knew these existed. This is the interesting feature. 2-directional signals with 9 optional locations to control the trains going forwards, backwards, and stop. Not and to stop, and stop. English is good. I like English. It's very good. Oh, come on, this box is way too big. I've got a tiny mirror behind the camera. Realistic twin train track layout with siding and 5 sets of points. I like that. Twin set that gives you the opportunity to run 2 of these trains, and I'm aware there are other sets that did have more than 1 train in them. These are quite expensive, and I assume this was like the attempt to branch into the sort of Hornby market that was going on at the time, of which I do have, and here's a planned video to look at the random Hornby stuff I have knocking around, although it's not brilliant, it's there. And simple rails for locating wheels to track. Simple rails for locating wheels to track. Easy push together coupling. Yeah, that's just Hornby straight on. Okay, that last bit doesn't make much sense, but I assume it means that it's easy to put the trains in. Oh, and at the bottom, I assume you can't read this. Realistic layout, including scenic panels and twin tunnel. Decors realistic, including das panics, decors, and double tunnel, because I do not speak French. Ha ha ha. But yeah, no, it is what it is. We've also got a copyright 1991 Matchbox, so this would have been the copyright 1991. As Bob pointed out, this is not always the year they were made, just more so that the die was made, but and I know they made earlier ones that weren't electrified, but we're going to assume, yeah. So yeah, it's a model from 1991. It's in quite nice condition. I said that I didn't actually pay a huge amount considering how much these have been going for, so I'm rather pleased with that. Let's not waste any time and let's get it out and have a bit of a look, shall we? Now, I know when I was doing the special, how do I get into this? The special beforehand, that, oh, I haven't, hell, you've seen this as much as I have right now. How about I put it in the centre of the frame? That'll be good, wouldn't it? We sped the footage of me putting it together, but I'm not going to be doing that here because I don't know what I'm actually looking for. Wait, hang on. This is not self-explanatory. Who would have thought getting into a box could be so difficult? And it's not like I want to tear this box apart because it is, again, quite expensive. So, come on. It's like I want to be a child again. Do I take this out? And there we go. I am the smart. So, let's just open this to start with. It's got pretty much everything in here. Let's, oh, we've got lots of things to look at. Let's look at the train at first, and oh my gosh. Do not like. Not what I was expecting at all. Like, totally not what I was expecting at all. Let's just get this up in close to the camera. So, here's the train. As you can see, it's got what I assume these are the guide wheels. It's actually got a, yes. I'm going to assume these are the guide wheels, that the ones that just stick in the middle. And these are the actual ones that stick on the railway. This last one here, as you can see, has the tiny, very similar motor that they found in Hornby trains, Triang trains. Does have "Made in China" written on it right there. It's an absolutely tiny, tiny video text though. And this will be right here, the speed system, I assume. So there's a way to get into this. Not entirely sure how to put a battery into it. I assume it's got something to do with these here. So they're rather keen not to break this. The other sets I've seen include cargo trains and Intercity 262, which was a Hornby train, actually. In fact, it was my first Hornby train, was an Intercity 262. Might be a 262. And I still have it. It doesn't work very well, but I have it. Oh, dear. Right, yes, I'm not going to try and open that any further without looking at the instructions. But since I'm sitting here, let's just pull up the carriages and the cargo container first. Carriage. It's quite nice. There's a detail to it. There's nothing inside it from what I can tell. Does have Matchbox. Where's the camera? There it is. Does have Matchbox written on the bottom and a couple of screws, so you could take it apart, I suppose, if you really wanted to. And cargo container. Same sort of thing. Fairly solid lump of plastic, and it is plastic. Again, 2 large screws and Matchbox on the bottom. Your Easy Link system is, that's it. So it's literally, it's they just hook in on the underside. Come on, camera, focus. Oh, you bally dick. There we go. They just hook in on the underside like that. And as long as there's no lumps and bumps, they should be fine. So I'm just going to quickly slip those back in the styrofoam. Here's our tunnel. They thought this was so good that they needed it on the box for everybody to see. Pretty standard tunnel. It's got 2 holes in it. And, you know, it's a tunnel. What looked like a number 2 printed onto it. A very weird number 2. But that's not too bad, I suppose. It's a tunnel. God, I'm going to have fun keeping this in check, aren't I? Right. These are the signals attached with sellotape. So I'm not even convinced now this set has ever actually been used. Which means that I am completely destroying everything, but I will probably be opening that shortly. Yes, this is... it is open on this end, so I don't feel so bad about opening it now. That's a good thing, but okay, let's the value just crashed, much like the stock market on the 30th of March. Wait, what? Oh dear. So we've got it is literally a little red, green, and an arrow on top to indicate to the user which way to go, and we've got a few other little bits and pieces here. This hook for some reason, which I put out of view, and some other bits and pieces. Nothing particularly interesting. So I'm going to slip those back in the bag. And let's get the exciting bit out, the actual track, which appears to be made up of 2 plates. Oh, gently, gently, gently. This is not gently Ekron, this is not bloody gently. And there are the instructions. And here are our realistic background panels. As you can see, it's Fred's house, Fred's house, Fred's house, Fred's house, and Fred's park. And there's Peter's house because he's a loser. And it's Fred's workplace, still Fred's workplace, still Fred's workplace. Peter lives there, that's Fred's workplace, and this one is covered by my hand. Well, they are backgrounds. Does that mean you get to choose which background you have? And we do have some instruction manuals. Accessory. Ooh, no, this isn't an instruction manual. This is a bloody advertising thing, which we will look at shortly. Actually, I'm dead pleased it's in here. This is the user guide. It's a thin piece of almost toilet paper quality paper. It appears that this actually has extendable sets as well, so I'm going to have to go and look for those. I can see a few problems with the layout already just looking at it, but that's fine. I should really be doing something rather than reading these. This is not the time to read these. Let's put the box over there, and very, very carefully. Very, very carefully. This tissue paper. It's in almost as bad condition as the hat I wear for work. And the hat I wear from work is like an 80s American bus driver's hat, which I've had no luck in identifying the company outside of Kansas. Although I know who made it. Right. Let's put these here. First off, there's this. I don't know what this is. It's just there. So we'll put you there. We have two panels. Let's pull this panel up here so you can see what we're dealing with. As you can see, it's a very shiny panel. There's this plastic. These roads are, and I got this ready for comparison. Here is a standard Matchbox car. I like this one. You know, it's the problem with the road. It's a bit large. But actually, I bet those Moinka. Yes. Yes. I bet they'd work absolutely fine. And I'm going to do a jump cut, which I'm also going to find a battery. Boop. No, that's fine. No. No, these ones are too large as well. And these are the little Moinka ones, you know. We got them in those 50 cars. And they're too small, well, too large for the set as well. So, yeah, there's a size difference there, although I accept that's probably going to be more a cost thing than anything else. I bet this wasn't bloody cheap back in the day. Oh, that thing. I didn't know what it was. It's come off the bottom of one of these, or it's a spare one. It appears to be a hole for some reason. Don't know why. Not much here. Matchbox here. This appears to be one of the guidance things, so I don't know how this works. But let's get that out. And oh, I really should have put the battery in as well whilst I was paying attention. Right, so from what I gather, this goes in here like this. Oh, it's got a notch. It has a notch. And then you turn it, that's it. So the train goes in this direction, and then if you turn it that way, you can see this thing at the bottom seems to move. There it is. What does it do? It's literally just moving from left to right. So I'm going to assume it flicks a switch somewhere on the train engine. Maybe something to do with that magnet. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We have a very standard looking board. I don't know what that is. Oh, I get it now. I know what these are. These things here, they cover for this. So you can move this and put it there and then have the directional signal there. That's what they're for. I feel smart now. I am the intelligent person. And here's the other side, which is nice because we've got a lot of other stuff to look at. Ping! Here's the other side. Easy rail. So this will be for putting them in originally. Think, where did you go? That thing I put down here. Where did you go? I've lost it. Oh dear. Oh, I'm too old for this. Bloody LT. Not what you want to see on YouTube today. So this one has come from here. So if we just place that in there, like so, job's a good un. There we go, it's that one. So yes, that's what they are, and you can take them out and replace them with things. So hey, that's a nice bit of interactivity there. Now this one actually has the Matchbox text on it as well. Is that it? There it is. Yeah, patent pending, etc., etc. So that's nice. But yes, we've got the other side of the track here. This side, we'll look at this side. And we appear to have some of these. These are obviously just signals. That's absolutely fine. Don't know what that is. Got an end rail here, buffer. So we'll have to set that up. There's 2 holes there. So as you can see, there's a switch here. And if I can position my hand, there we go. It's this one. Let's do it with this one down here. So I control this one. And if you look, when I flick it down, it changes. So you can change the direction the train is going in, which is nice. I am in approval of this. But yeah, not much else to say. The back end obviously has a few more screws and boxes because of the controls that are in there. They've got a hook here, so that's what those will be. So I suggest, and it's going to be set up on the floor, and I might look out for one of the middle panels of this because I could get into these quite badly. That's what this is, incidentally. That is your buffer, so for this. So I'm just going to put that in there. So obviously now we've got a barrier buffer that stops. That's good. I'm going to place this in the control panel here because this is obviously which way the train is going. So we're going to first set it to go back. We'll probably start the train from that direction actually. So I get to go on my knees now, which means that my body is going to complain at me greatly. There's a hole on each end. There's a little hole that you feed it into so it lines up nicely like so, except it doesn't. And these 2 hooks go on the end. Do they? They do, but I'm not quite sure how just yet. Instruction manual? Who needs an instruction manual? Am I right? Probably me, to be fair. To avoid ruining a bloody damn expensive set, old chap. Right, let's put them on this one because they seem to... There we go. So it's a latch. And we also put this latch here. Nope, this latch does not go here. This latch appears to go here. Does it? No. Oh gosh, be darned. How does this go? How this work? I don't know. Right, that clips on there. So feasibly this should clip on there, but it's got that bally thing in the way. So it clips on this one. That was far much more work than I'm cut out for, I tell you. I'm not cut out for this YouTube malarkey. So the tracks line up by these holes which you place in, and then you clip this down like so. And this one, which has now come off, great design, like this, clip it down and it does that. And there you have a train set that you cannot pick up. So this is the final position of this train set. It's like the final countdown, it's the final position. So let's move this back here so you can see, hopefully see what's going on. You don't have to look. Right, so let's put the double railway down there. So we've got a bridge. Bridge, it's a tunnel. Oh dear. That's paperwork instructing use only the recommended batteries. Insert the batteries correctly. That's pretty standard stuff. Haven't shown you this, and we can have a look at this in the end. I'm going to have to look for some more of these bally railway systems. Right, so now I've got to get the train open to insert the battery, which I'm going to attempt to do again. It says I'm kind of reluctant to force it because expensive. Well, it wasn't that expensive, it was 50 quid. 50 quid for a whole set isn't bad. It's not massively self-explanatory. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. But hey, we got it off. I can hear my bath being like, hey, yeah, you. Right, so let's, that's in there now. I think this battery is still good, I don't know. If it's not, we're doing a massive jump cut till tomorrow because I haven't got any more batteries. So I'm just gonna sort of place that on there. How do you turn this thing on? Ah. Listen to this. You hear it? That is a micro switch. And what happens, I figured out, you know when you twist it and you see the thing that goes doo, 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 all that happens is that'll be a magnet, and all it does is attract the base bit here, which is not focusing. Come on, come on, come on. Did I turn autofocus off? I turned the autofocus off. There we go. So it will hit on the signal and basically it will just make it change. Like so. Right. This battery might not be good. Time to look at the instruction manual again. Should really probably look at this stuff. Oh, no. Can't see my face. You probably don't want to. If the engine doesn't work, make sure you're using a fresh battery. Push the switch to the left and right. Ensure the engine wheels are clear of any household carpet fluff. Check that the battery has been installed correctly to the positive or negative. Right, so I'm going to assume, since the battery is in place and is connected to the front and back, and we do have the switches turned, that the battery is dead, which means that we are doing another jump cut whilst I go and look in the house for batteries. Well, I found this one that didn't work, this one that didn't work, this one that didn't work, and I was about to give up hope when I found these two. And they both say they've still got charge. So we're going to go for it blind here. We're just going to put it in and hope it works. And the first time I put the battery in the wrong way as well because I'm a moron. So battery's in the right way. And I'm just going to put the casing on. And we're going to go for it because if this doesn't work, then I think the engine's dead. I'm also going to scare you by reminding you that Mr. Blobby was a thing, a very popular thing back in the 90s. And he's making a reappearance in Tesco adverts. Stop it, Tesco. Stop it. He's terrifying, but in a good way. Anyway, enough of that. You can go over there. We're going to blind test it by placing it on like this. So, on he goes. We're going for all or broke right now. This is literally all or broke. Because if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to go buy new batteries tomorrow. Because these are the freshest batteries I can find. The lid came off. The roof. The roof came off. Quite easily as well. I have the idea it might actually be designed that way so you can put things inside it. But that just came off in my hands. Poor build quality or design? You tell me. I ain't got a clue. Anyway, let's figure out this. Oh, for goodness sake. Well, that's one of the good batteries. Good. Let's figure this out. So we're going to put this on now. The automated push-in system. No, so he's now connected. We're going to put the train carriage on, this one. This needs to change. So in he goes. It's not working. This innovative system doesn't work. Right, all are broke. Here goes. I think we're broke. I think we might be broke. I've broken that now. Didn't work. And this is one of the good batteries. This one definitely has power. You can't even turn the back wheels, so I have the feeling this one has seized up. Which would be annoying because it does look like it's never been used. It would also explain why it was only 50 quid. Although the seller did not list any problems with the motor. Hey. This was one that had power. Right, let's try the other one. Let's try the other one. Yes, let's do that. No. I ain't got nothing. I mean, it does ask for alkaline. These are modern day batteries, but they shouldn't, you know, that shouldn't be any sort of deciding factor. And there's literally nothing about, even if I put it in the wrong way around. Nope, there's absolutely no life to this. So, Matchbox trains. This video is going to end in one or two ways. Is it going to end now? Or I'm going to come back tomorrow having brought brand new, super fresh, totally working batteries and tested it and it works. But for the moment in time, I'm going to guess that this isn't actually working, which is a massive disappointment and definitely the reason you should test things before you do it. Just so weird, you know? I can't see any viable reason that it should not work. And yet, it doesn't work. And of course, as I said, I spent quite a lot of money on this, so I'm a little bit annoyed at that, although... What can you do, eh? The rest of it's mint, so... There's got to be something I'm doing wrong. There really has got to be something so blatantly simple and stupid that I'm just doing wrong here. Which is kind of how my life goes. Tell you what, let's have a look at the extra order form. See if we can get some spare parts for this. Which is not that one. So you get this nice Matchbox Railways thing. Pidge's playing with a Kinder Egg with a thing tied through it. On the back, you've got some kind of instructions there for trackside directors if you want to add them. As we said before, you can add these. Matchbox Railways are the vehicles you can buy. You have the tank engine, which we have, the diesel in red, carriage, Texaco, car transporter. I'd like to know if they come with cars because they're so bally small, and a guards van. Also a central piece, and it's an order form for the United Kingdom. So how much are things? Well, the trains in 1991 were $4.99 each. Yep, the diesel were $4.99. The carriages were $1.99 each. The tanker was $1.99. The car transporter was $1.99. The centre panel was $8.49. The trackside directors were $1.99. I have no idea how much this set cost back in the day, but I bet it cost a bally bit. Maybe £30. Possibly more. Probably more. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? Oh well. It's just one of those things, isn't it? Yep, well, if this video ends now, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It all helps and encourages me to do stupid stuff and spend money on things that don't work. And if there's still another 5 or 6 minutes after this point, you know, and it spoils it, just like reading the description would spoil, that I got it working. So, yeah. Find out what happens soon. Where's the button? Bye-bye, everybody.